Alright, welcome to Forex 101, another episode. I know I had it written like that, but that was from the last episode. We're going to continue, I know that looks terrible, doesn't it? Talking about mindset, like we did in the last video. Okay? Because that's the number one thing that you have to master. Right? He who masters his mind masters all. Okay? So, there's a few things, I just want to run down a few different things here. So basically, different things here. So, don't be eager. Right? Don't be eager. Okay? And, don't get emotional, right? So I should probably put that first, because that's probably most important thing there. We'll just do like whatever Roman numerals. So basically, it's like this: no emotion. It's not good to have no emotion in life, so don't become a psychopath. Don't become like a hard-hearted, cold-hearted, just person like that. In your personal life, when you're dealing with friends and family and all that, and your spouse and whatever, girlfriend, boyfriend, like spouse, wife, husband, have emotion, right? You're dealing with your kids, have emotion. Dealing with your friends and family, all that, and just different people, wherever. But when it comes to the market, you got to be a stone cold killer. You got to be stone cold. You got to be. I mean, you can't have. You cannot have any emotion. The market has no sympathy. Okay, it doesn't care how you feel. Okay, it does not care what you think, or what you hope, or what you believe, or what you have faith in, your trading, your ability. It does not care. The market is a beast. It's it doesn't care. It will take your money. Okay? But it will also pay you. Okay? Depending on if you can get the mindset right. So, no emotion, basically. Alright? And then, so, don't be eager, right? Don't be eager. Man, you have to accept you might not make any money today. And that's okay. The really important thing in trading, now hear me this, please. Listen to this, alright? Listen to me right now, okay? Listen to me right now, okay? Alright, now the most important thing in Forex is not losing money. Okay? When you go to work, some regular normal job, they pay you, right? You don't give them money, right, to work. You know what I'm saying? You don't show up to the job and be like, all right, I'm going to work today 8 hours and I'm going to pay you, I'm going to pay you whatever, $10 for every hour I work. I'm going to just give it to you. I'm just going to come bring my money and I'm just going to work and I'm just going to give you all my money. I'm going to pay you to let me work. I'm going to say that again. We don't go to work and say, let me pay you. I'm going to pay you to let me work. Okay? And that is something that we don't do here on Forex. Okay? Not in my house. Alright? So, not where I'm at. Alright? So, most important thing, this is why I say mindset, because you have to accept you might not make any money today. You have to accept you might not get in a trade today. Now let me say this. If you feel like you have to get in a trade, you might as well go get a job. You might as well go pay someone somewhere to let you work for them. Let me say that again. If, not the whole thing, but if basically what you need to do is accept, right? You got to accept that you might not make any money today, and if you feel like you have to get in a trade, you don't have mindset right. If you feel like you have to get in a trade today, then you don't understand. It's like the beast of the market. Now, I trade GBP USD. GBP USD does not play any games, okay? People talk about, oh, gold, the gold dollar is, oh, it's so volatile, and oh, it's so, it's like the beast of the market, you know, it's like the most thing. No, that is incorrect, okay? I have done the research, I have done everything, and looked at it, and Great British Pound versus US dollar is the King Donkey Kong, all right? That's it. So Great British Pound versus US dollar, it will end you. Okay? Or it will build you up, depending on your mindset. Okay? It will make you very, very rich. If you have the right mindset, you can make a killing. You could take $100 and turn it into $1,500. You can take $1,000 and turn it into $15,000 in 24 hours. Let me say that again. You can take $100 on Great British Pound versus US dollar Forex. You could take $100 and turn it into $1,500 in 24 hours. I did it. The same scale, add a zero, you can turn $1,000 into $15,000 in 24 hours. Okay? So it's all about how much you have to risk, right? So you're building up your account, you're building up your bank account, you're building up your Bitcoin account, you're building up your trading account, right? So that's why you start with $100, you make $1,000. Supposed to be like you take it out or whatever, but you're trading on that same lot size, right? Until you build up your account, and then right, and then you keep building it, right? So anyways, until you know, but you got to make withdrawals, right? So that's I should have done that. See, and that has an effect on your mindset too, because if you think you only have $100 to play with, you're gonna be more careful. But if you're a small account trader and you're like, oh man, I got $1,500 in here, like I can just trade, man, I got so much money. And then, you know, that's maybe something to think about, because it is an effect there, even though you think, oh, well, maybe it's not. Because then what happens is you end up bumping your lot size up, and you need that money. You don't just have that money to just risk like that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, you only risk smaller amounts, and that's a mistake I made. But hopefully, hope to God that after making some of these videos and just, you know, a lot of prayer and a lot of something, I got to clear my head or something, you know, because it's something about the mindset that will make or break you. All right. So what was I saying? Basically, right, don't be eager, right? So this one here, don't be eager, okay, is like this. So, you know, basically like this. Don't feel like you have to take a trade today, right? And depending on your time frame that you're doing, some people trade once a week. Some people trade, you know, if they're bigger traders, right? They're looking for a bigger time frame or whatever like that. Some people trade once a day. Some people trade multiple times a day. But anyway, Don't feel like you have to take a trade, right? I'm telling you, this is mindset. Me, I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make this cash. Yeah, right. I'm eager. That's part of my problem. That's part of the reason why I'm teaching this, teaching myself. Don't be eager, right? And then with emotion, what happens? Revenge trading, right? Revenge. Oh man, I'm gonna get this money back, and then you can, and then you like, all right, I'm gonna double up. I did that this morning or last night or whatever, early this morning, but I was up late, but I was up really late, and then that's why I missed the 700 point move, because I was sleeping, because I had stayed up all night, because I didn't have the right mindset, because now I will say this: sometimes the market does start moving at 3 a.m., but ideally I've been dealing with some stuff, but no excuses, but ideally, you look at the day before and you anticipate, where the market might be, and then maybe you have some alerts on your phone, and the alert goes off or wakes you up, whatever like that, and then you see, but yeah, 3 a.m. That's when the London session opens here in Georgia, on the East Coast, New York time, and then 9 a.m. here. That's when the New York session opens. So 3 a.m. here on the East Coast, 3 a.m. London session opens, 9 a.m. New York session opens. So anyway, mindset, don't be eager, revenge trading, and then you combine these two, and then now you're really in trouble. Now you're really, really, really in trouble, because it's a multiplicity factor, right? Multiplicity factor, where it's like more powerful, right? So it's bad to be eager. It's bad to feel like you have to take a trade. But then if you're revenge trading on emotion, then it's like, oh man, the beast is just like, all right, yeah, we'll see about that. Sometimes you might get lucky, but look at that last video where I talked about supply and demand zones and stuff, and how important they are and whatnot. But yeah, waiting on those areas, waiting on basically like always trade in the direction of the trend, unless you get a definite sign of reversal, like a reversal pattern or something like that. Because this is going to continue usually, but unless there's like some big major news. But yeah, don't be no emotion, and that'd be like revenge trading. And then don't be eager. Don't feel like you have to take a trade. Okay, that's the two big things right there. And you have to just accept, right? Basically, it's like accept the fact that you don't have to take a trade today. Like, that is where you have to get to. So I'm looking at my bird feeder out there. This is like a negative here. Like, don't feel like you have to take a trade today. A better way to say it really is like this. A positive way to say it, in a positive way, is accept that you do not have to take a trade today. Accept that you do not have to take a trade today. Okay? That's tough for me to do, because I'm so eager. Alright? So basically it's like that. So mindset. So being patient, sitting back and waiting. Um, you know, because I heard somebody say one time, you gotta wait till everybody else gets stopped out, and that's where you get in, because that's where the institutions are getting in. So, you gotta be patient. Being patient is basically another way of saying don't be eager, right? Don't be eager. Be patient. Don't we all just not like to hear that, right? Oh, be patient. Oh, yeah, okay. Ooh, it's like with such negative connotations, right? So, but yeah, don't be eager. It's the same thing. Sit back and wait. Sit back and really just chill, right? Just chill. Sit back and chill. Set up alerts, right? Okay. So you wanna wait for certain price, right? Wait for price. So now we can come over here and basically start talking about some practical things, right? So some practical things, like this. Practical. Practical things is basically wait, right? Wait. Just wait. Okay? Wait for what? Well, basically, first of all, wait. That's number one. Period. Wait, and then wait for price. Wait for price. Right? Wait for the right price. Remember that TV show, The Price is Right? And it's the same thing here. The price has to be right, Wait for price. I just like to say price level, because that's going to be, a certain specific area on the chart, right? So, what else? Wait for. They're all starting with wait, aren't they? Wait for retailers to get stopped out. Okay? So you're waiting for price level, you're waiting for retailers to get stopped out, you're wait for a small risk to reward ratio. Okay? I don't want this video to get too long, so there's just some practical things that you can do. You can wait. And then you can wait for price level. You can wait for retailers to get stopped out, right? Because that's where the institutional buyers, that's where the big money's gonna be getting in. Another thing too I noticed also is basically what I noticed when I was looking at the Great British Pound versus US dollar is I was looking on the 1 hour chart or something, but you can look. But whenever the volume, okay, so say whenever it's going down or something, and the volume just gets so low, and basically, the market's just not going down anymore, and you see the volume is so low. What I kept seeing over and over, a consistent pattern was, that's when the market exploded to the upside, right? And so look for patterns, look for clues, look for things that occur over and over and over. So, what happens, I think, at that area where the volume gets so low and then it takes off, is I think that's the point, because basically was reversing. I think, if I remember right. But that's the point where the market has absorbed all the bad news, right? That's making the market go down. Assuming that it's not just falling on inertia, but yeah. All right. So number 4, wait for a small risk reward ratio, and I should probably add this one as a warning to myself. We need to be decisive. I have a book over there called Decisive. And what we need to do is be decisive, because I'm trying to see if I see it real quick, but anyways, because we need to set our stop loss. All right, we need to set our stop loss, and we need to leave it. I've got a really, really, really bad habit and a really bad tendency to move my stop loss, because I'm like, my mindset is all screwed up, because I'm like, it'll turn around, right? Because see, what you can't be having in the market, okay, what you cannot be having in the market, okay, first let me finish what I was saying about this. I'm in 2 spots at once in my mind, but small risk to reward ratio, okay, let me write this in red, okay, do not move stop loss. Okay, be decisive. There's a reason you set that stop loss. Leave it alone. Okay, now let me put a couple of things if I can remember. Do not move stop loss. Okay, in the market, you cannot afford, literally, a few different things. Okay, one thing you cannot afford, okay, in the market, you cannot afford ... faith. Okay, cannot afford faith or belief. Okay, very expensive. Okay, and perhaps even the most expensive of all, which kind of goes along with these two, is hope. Like, I hope the market is going to turn around in my direction, and I'm going to stop bleeding money. So I'm just going to move my stop loss, or just take my stop loss out completely, and just, let it keep bleeding. And what's that word that they use? Hemorrhaging blood, and then let it just keep hemorrhaging money, and let me just bleed out all over the place, and wait for it to turn around, right? Let me just lay here and bleed out and wait on the ambulance, right? Instead of putting a tourniquet on or whatever that I have, or putting pressure on it or something, or trying to do something to stop the bleeding, right? So these things are deadly. Just like in if you were just to sit there, if you had a cut, right, or something like that, you're like, oh, I'm just gonna wait. Someone will come along and help me. And meanwhile, you just bleed out and die. You lose all your blood, right? Because our money we have in our account as traders is like our blood, like our lifeblood, right? So if we're bleeding out physically, we should take a rag, and put pressure on it, tie it up, put tourniquet, whatever, stop that bleeding, right? Same thing here. So the faith, I have faith that the market is going to be bullish, and I have faith that my long position, my buy order is going to be profitable, and then starts going against you, and you're like, oh man, I hope it'll go back. I have faith that it'll turn around. I believe it'll turn around, right? No, you need to be like a samurai with a samurai sword, and you need to cut that with a stop loss at a key point. And so that's what you got to do. These are no-nos. Okay. These are no-nos. All right. Now these are good in, you know, Christianity and religion and church and personal life, to have belief and faith and hope in our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Yes, 100%, all the way. But in the market, you know, the same way I was saying, it's not good to be a psychopath and harden your heart and be a totally emotionalist in real life, like, you know, relationships and whatever. But in the market, you have to have no emotion, right? And in the market, we cannot afford faith, belief, or hope. Okay? We have to go based on what I'll talk about at some point, is where the money is, and I'll use the green one for this, is we have to put our trust in technical analysis, right? And, you know, but here's the thing. Check mark. Okay, now here's the thing. It's not even worth talking about technical analysis unless you have the mindset. Okay, the mindset has to come first. The mindset. The irony is that the people, and I'm just circling it twice for emphasis, the irony is the people who are greedy and eager, you know, greedy for gain. The irony is those people are the ones that are going to lose money most of the time. That's not to say that a good trader can't be greedy or whatever like that, or that there's not good traders that are greedy or like whatever, but they're not eager, right? So it's the greedy and eager trader, right, who's like, you know, and I don't know, maybe greedy might not be the right word. That's why I didn't write greedy. I wrote eager. I didn't say greedy. I just said it, but I didn't say it earlier when I was teaching this point. I said eager, right? Eager, that's the problem. Eagerness is the problem. Obviously, greed is bad. The love of money is the root of all evil. The love of money is the root of all evil. Not money. Money is not the root of all evil, but the love of money is the root of all evil. So, with that, I'll leave you with this. And just to review, Forex 101, mindset is most important. Technical analysis does not matter without mindset, without the right mindset. The right mindset is to have, in the market, to have no emotion. You know, like, for example, revenge trading, right? And then 2, don't be eager, right? Except that you do not have to take a trade today. And, you know, be patient, sit back and chill and watch, right? And watch. This is key, right? Watch. And I'm writing this in green because, you know, this is how you make money, right? You watch, you wait, right? You wait, right? So, I'll put this word here, right? Wait, watch in green, right? Because this is where your money comes, when you wait and watch, and then you use your technical analysis, right? So, you know, I say Netflix and chill. Well, sit back and chill and watch the market, right? Listen to some audio, listen to some music or some books, audio books, books on trading, audio books on trading, right? Because you want to have your eyes on the market, you know, more or less. So you can read a physical book, but, you know, you need to constantly be looking away and all that. So you can do both, whatever is good for you. But here's the beauty about not being in a trade all the time, because when I'm in a trade personally, I'm looking at it. I know that's maybe not good and whatever like that. I should figure out a way not to have to look at it. But when I'm in a trade, I'm looking at it because I'm usually highly leveraged, and I'm only looking for You know, I'm looking for a big move, even, but I'm highly leveraged and I want to keep a close eye on it. You know, and if that thing starts going against me, you know, well, usually I do the wrong thing and I take my stop losses out and then I just lose a whole bunch of money. But I mean, I like to watch the carnage. You know, but anyway, not funny. All right, I mean, it's a little bit funny, but all right, practical stuff. Wait for price level. Wait for retailers to get stopped out. That's when institutional buyers come in, and big money, and then wait for a small risk to reward ratio, and then be decisive. I wish I could find that book. It's got a beautiful cover. Be decisive, and then basically do not move your stop loss, right? And then last but not least, just last because at the bottom, in the market, you cannot afford faith, belief, or hope, right? You have to put your faith, right? And I'll write this and see if I got some different color here, okay? Put your, and I'll just say the word trust because we don't use the word faith or whatever like that in the market, okay? When we're given the gospel of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, yes, we talk about faith. In the market, no. Put your trust, and we talk about trust in religion also, but put your trust in right here, technical analysis, all right? Not what you think or believe or hope. But put your trust in technical analysis and mindset. Actually, put your trust in technical analysis and mindset. So these two things, okay? And these two things, you know, go together for success, right? That's how you get your success, okay? So these two things are connected right here, all right? So anyway, drop the mic. That's all I got. This is for me, but hopefully it helps somebody else too. And yeah, all right, appreciate y'all. Got my AHA caffeinated water right here. So when I'm fasting, I can drink some caffeine or whatever. Like I do black coffee too, but anyway, right there, boom, that's it. Hopefully you got some help. Hopefully I got some help out of this, and I'm gonna make another video after this too. And it's gonna be like a three video thing that I'm doing today. So, and then I'm gonna go cook some breakfast. All right, peace. Thanks for watching.